On this record, we used 5 different contributors, songwriters, guitar players, guys that all contributed to Graham's past. He played in bands with, written songs with, done albums with, and were friends. Chris and Pelletieri being one. Graham did a couple of great records with Chris, and Chris contributed a song to this record, which turned out great. Graham wrote lyrics and melody to that, and turned out really cool. And Chris is a great friend and a big contributor to Graham's past. Also, another one was Bob Kulick, who we had a band together. Graham and I and Bob had a band together called Blackthorn. Made a great record, and Bob's a great guitar player, great writer. So Bob contributed 2 songs to this as well, which turned out great. Another contributor writer was Dario Molo, an Italian gentleman, producer, guitar player extraordinaire, who Graham had done an album with, he and Don Airey, and toured, and great record. So Dario was a big part of Graham's past. And also Steve Vai was a contributor on this record. He wrote a song, and Graham wrote lyrics and melody. Turned out great. And kind of personally took me back to Disturbing the Peace days. As I love Steve's writing and his music and guitar playing. So that was a lot of fun work with him on this one. Also, a Japanese friend of ours, Nozumu Wakai, contributed a song that Graham wrote the lyrics and melodies to, and that turned out great. We had played with Nozumu in Japan. He had sat in with us on one song, and he and Joe tore it up. It was great. And Nozumu is a really cool guy. We got a chance to work with him, and then also we went back over to work on the mixing of the live DVD, and Nozumu helped us with that. So it was great. He's a really cool guy, and I think he'll be a part of this from now on. We'll probably have him as a guest. He's just a great guy, great guitar player, great writer. And Joe Stump kind of brings it all together, because Joe Stump is the essence of Alcatrazz. Joe gets it, has always been a fan of this kind of music, of our music, before he got in the band. And when he got in the band, everything just kind of gelled. It was like he'd always been there. Great guy, and easy to work with, great writer, great, amazing guitar player. So Joe really helps us carry on the tradition. And that no parole thread will always be in this. And Joe will see to that, I'm sure.